Don't forget to load up on coins before team of the season and check out FIFACoinZone.com. I'll have a link to them in the description down below. There's a 15% discount if you use the code FANGS. They are quick, they are reliable. Don't forget to check them out. And for cheap MSP, PSN, and games, G2A will be in the description as well. Hey guys, how's it going? It is Fangs, and welcome to a Q&A for today. So I had you guys ask me some questions on Twitter, and if you ever want a chance to be able to ask me those, go down in the description down below, click on my Twitter. Don't forget to follow me there. So I got quite a few questions. I wasn't able to answer all of your questions, but I got to as many as I could. Let's jump into those questions. Let's see how it goes. If you could be a man for a day, what would you do? So I would have to say, I would do the one thing that is like the most awesome thing that men can do, and that is pee standing up. Like, they can pee anywhere. They can pee anywhere. Like a girl, most times, a little graphic. You have toilet paper, you know, you gotta do the papa squat and stuff like that. And it's just not practical. But a guy, like, anytime he has to pee, he could just get out and just do it, and it's easy, and there's no problem with it. It's quick and easy, fast. And so that is probably like the one thing that I would look forward to. It's the one thing I would do. Favorite car? My favorite car is gonna pop up on the screen. You'll see a picture of it, and we will see that this is just an amazing, this is not the typical thing that most YouTubers look for. Like, I see people wanting Lambos and Porsches and all this kind of stuff. I just really want a Jeep Wrangler, like a badass one at that, just decked out with everything on it. That's my dream car. Hopefully I'm gonna work on getting it this year, but that is what I want. Were you a good student or bad student in school? Okay, so when it came to grades in school, I was a really good student. Like, I made really good grades my whole life. I had one year where I had some problems in 5th grade, I think 5th or 6th grade, where I like transitioned, where I was moving from my mom's to my dad, and I had a lot of problems going on in my life and a lot of bad things happened. So I'm kind of at that point, I think I made C's or something, and it was like really bad. They saw it as, my grandma was like, whoa. Because I used to make straight A's, and like pretty much throughout my life I was an A or AB student, so I was good at that. But we had like conduct in our school, at least in high school. We had conduct, and it was like you got a U for unsatisfactory, an N for, I forget what it was, an S for satisfactory. One of them was bad. I always get the worst one in that because I love to talk in class. I like talked all the time, and I got in trouble for it. And then I was really bad at talking back in high school. I don't know why, but I wanted to always be right, so I always talked back to my teachers. So I had like, that was the one bad thing that I got sent to the principal's office for, and had a lot of problems with, was being mouthy. So good in grades, not so good with the attitude. Prank doobie. Okay guys, it is Fangs. It is like 7 in the morning, and I just woke up to do something that you guys asked me to do in the Q&A, and that is, I'm gonna pull a prank on Doobie. I have this air horn right here. It's gonna be loud as hell. He's asleep. He doesn't wake up until like 10. And yeah, I'm gonna go into the bedroom, and I'm just gonna set it off and see how it wakes him up. It's probably gonna scare the shit out of him. It is, don't judge this hat, by the way, guys, all right? I like to sleep in these kind of things. I like the pressure in my head. That's for a different story, a different day. I'll probably look pretty crap right now. But I just woke up. Don't judge me. Don't you dare judge me. Anyway, so yeah, look outside right now, by the way. It's raining so bad. It's raining, but we're gonna get him. We're gonna go. We're gonna prank Doobie. Let's do it right now.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here!
You're not gonna show your face?
Oh!
Why?
This shit is scary!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It didn't even scare him that much! What the hell? How is that not even that intimidating?
God damn, that was fucking scary!
Yes! Say hi to the camera.
Fuck you, camera! Fuck you! Oh!
We may have pranked Kitty more than we pranked Doobie, because she was not very happy with that. She's actually very scared. Are you okay, Kitty? How do you take all the internet pressure? There's not a whole lot of pressure on the internet. I mean, there are some things, like people try to, I guess, pressure you to say like, oh, you should do these type of videos, or oh, you shouldn't do this in your title. You shouldn't put this there. And they try to like put themselves on you, but they don't realize that no matter like what you say or what you tell me to do, I will obviously, I take like, if some people aren't liking a certain style of video or something like that, I will like stop doing it, or I'll try to change it up. But for the most part, if it's just one person saying like, ooh, don't put this in your title, or ooh, you need to do this, you don't like run me. They don't like rule my life. They can't tell me what to do. So I'm gonna end up doing it again, because what works, works. And if it's working, then I'll do it. And if it's too bad and it's something that like a bunch of people have a problem with, I might work on it and like take y'all's advice then. But that's like the only pressure that I really get from it. Besides that, I don't see like a whole lot of internet pressure from anything. Like it's not that big of a thing. For me, it's just my everyday life. If you could change one thing about you, what would it be and why? I would say if I could change one thing about me, that would be a flaw. It's that I overthink everything. Like if something happens in the moment and it's like, oh, well, this is happening right now, I tend to think that that one thing is gonna be what happens forever. And I start to freak out about it and I'll think about it. I'll like not even be able to fall asleep. And that whole day, like I'll be like, oh my God, this bad thing is happening and it's gonna happen and it's never gonna change and nothing good's gonna come out of it. And then like the next day or 2 days later, it completely changes and it's like not anything that was what I thought. And so I'm so bad at overthinking things and it kills me. I try so hard to change it, but I can't. But if I could, that would be the one thing that I would change. How long does it take you to edit a video? So it totally depends on the video. I've been working on editing videos a little bit more, and when I do, and I try to add effects and stuff like that, because I don't exactly know how to do them as much as like most people should or do, it takes me a lot longer. Like sometimes it can take me, this one FIFA Blackjack video took me 3.5 hours to edit, which was crazy. If I'm just doing like quick cuts and edits, it might take like 30 to 45 minutes. You gotta sync everything, which is crazy. You gotta sync people's audios, especially if you're working with people or your own with the video, and then you gotta make like the perfect cuts. So that could take like 30 to 45 minutes is probably the shortest time. And then it can go anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, so it can get crazy. If you had to change your name from Fang_I3anger / It's Fangs, what would you choose? If I had to change my name from Fangbanger / It's Fangs, what would I choose? I have no idea. Like, I had another name that I actually liked, but I couldn't imagine me ever being like you guys knowing me as this, but it was the crazy cat lady. And that's because I've always been so obsessed with cats. I only own one, so I'm not your typical crazy cat lady, but I'm so obsessed with them and I love them so much. So like that was mine before, and then I was also like TTU Chick 05. But I really like Fangbanger, It's Fangs. Maybe I'll change it to like It's Fangs Banger. I don't know. I've changed it so much. I've had multiple upon multiple names. So that's what I really like. Other than that, I might be that, or like be like the typical one that someone would be looking for, like Soccer Chick 5469. Or I have no idea. What's your favorite candy? My favorite candy of all time has to be Laffy Taffy. There's little, I don't have one with me right now. Maybe I'll like put a picture up on the screen. They're like this little taffy. You can get them in long ones, but I like to buy the little ones. My favorite flavor is the green apple or the strawberry flavor. I could eat those for days. Probably why I've had so many cavities in my life. And then on my second most favorite, because I have to add on to it because I eat them a lot too, is gummy bears. I'm obsessed with gummy bears. I can get a package of it, like the big package, and eat it all within like an hour and a half, and my stomach doesn't even hurt because it's used to it by now. What was your life like in school? Were you the popular girl or not so? My life in school was like kind of weird. I don't know, like I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I was so popular, but I was an athlete, and I hung out with, like, in my grade, I guess you would say, the more known group of people. There was, like, a lot of different cliques in my high school, but I had two, oddly, I had two best friends, one named Sydney and one named Ginny, and Ginny was, like, in this one group that was, like, a pretty popular group, and they were, like, very, like, open, and they talked to everybody and all that stuff. And then there was, like, this group that I was in with Sydney, and they were, like, even, like, higher echelon of what you consider, like, the popular group. And they were more, like, I guess, I feel like they were more of, like, an internal clique. Like, they only stuck with, like, their guys and, like, their, like, type of people. And so I went in between the two, and, like, I loved both, and I had a lot of fun, but I had, like, two very large groups of friends, and that's why my wedding was so big. And when I went to college, I joined a sorority and I did that stuff. So I was very social, I guess is what you would say. And I was like known for being an athlete and known for like different things. So people knew me, at least in my high school. I don't know if I was considered popular or anything like that, but I know that I enjoyed school. Like, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I had a lot of friends in both high school and college. If you were the only person on Earth, what would you do? If I was the only person on Earth, I would probably die. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would probably die because I don't know how to cook. Like, I'd probably set a few houses on fire trying to attempt to. I don't know how to farm. I wouldn't know how to get any type of food. But I would, like, try to, like, go to, like, dealerships and, like, take cars and just drive any car I want around. Or I would go, I don't even know. Like, I'd go into, like, a Best Buy and set up, like, multiple 60-inch TVs and try to put them together. Although I actually don't think I would know how to do that either. To try to make them all one big TV and then, like, play video games on it. But who would I play with? Because there'd be no one left in the world, so it would be disappointing. Like, it would be cool for the first probably 6 months, and then it would get really lonely and sad, and I would end up starving. So that's what would happen. All right, guys, so that is going to be it for the Q&A for today. If I didn't get to your questions, like I said, I'm so sorry, but maybe I'll get to it in the next one. If you guys did enjoy this, a thumbs up would be awesome. I pranked Doobie. I better get a thumbs up for that because he is like, he's pretty much been scared all day because I sat there and I put a blowhorn in his ear and it just terrified him. My cat, actually, is more scared than anything. But a thumbs up would be awesome. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.